and Geek
Come on in, come on in, come on in. All geeks are welcome in this space. Let's learn together and seek his face. I'm Lem Filya, a.k.a. Bad Gamer Elite, that guy that you can't see right now who's making all kinds of crazy faces at me and almost causing me to break is the one, the only, I Am Balmer, a.k.a. Alex Baum, and this is Faith in Film, the podcast where we take your fandoms and our faith, we mush them together, and we see what's left over after all the other stuff's on the cutting room floor. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Lem.
It's been a hot second since we did this. I think I remembered to do it right.
We'll find out. I mean, or we won't.
Or yeah,
we're
or
chatting and having fun.
Or we won't. I love that, man. How you been? What's been going on with you?
Oh, all the things. Still construction on my house and renovations and whatnot. Seems like it's a never-ending process.
Never-ending process. Do 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 do. Sorry.
So we said we were doing never-ending story for the next episode.
Did we?
I didn't watch it though, and I wasn't planning on doing that today.
It's one that we were definitely hitting to, and I think one of the things we want to talk about is, where we've been, what we've been doing, why we haven't been putting out as much content as we had been, and what's coming up. So,
Yeah.
you continue on with what's been going on because people want to know.
Yeah. I mean, it's seasons. Like the winter season here in the great north of Wisconsin, although I'm in southern Wisconsin. Anyway,
It's still, Wisconsin itself is still north.
it is. And kind of the brutal winters and the dark, you have like 6 or 8 hours of daylight or whatever, and
Ugh.
like so much nighttime, and also for you that's not festival season. Festival season is coming up.
Yeah, festival season is coming up. It technically has started, and I'll talk about that a little bit. But
Oh yeah,
but yeah, no, you're thinking Quake season.
that's it. Yeah. So that takes so much time and attention for you, and I mean those events are huge. So much goes into them,
Yes,
and
and more every year. When it comes to my part, it's more and more every year. There's new items that I have to help navigate, and sometimes it's navigation on the road.
oh yeah. Sometimes you don't know where you're going,
Yeah.
and if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there.
Ooh. Okay.
It's an Alice in Wonderland thing.
Us. Yeah. I'll say that's a quote from something that I barely remembered.
Yeah, and with Quake and with God Games and Geekery getting more popular every year, and becoming this much more solidified program ministry, really,
Yeah.
like that takes more thought and effort and planning and everything from you. And it's one thing to kind of prepare for a handful of students
Yeah.
compared to preparing for hundreds
Yeah.
of students, really.
We
Hopefully
there-
thousands.
Yeah.
there at Lake
Well,
Fest.
a couple of years from now. A couple of years from now.
I think you can get to 1,000 this year at Life Fest.
You think so?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. If you guys are going to be at Life Fest, I need you to pop by. If you hear this, you pop by and you say, "Hey, Alex said that we were going to have 1,000 here at Life Fest. I'm one of them." Right?
Yeah.
on my on a stream that I am involved with, we have a thing called 105, and this 1 of 1,000. I like it. I like it. Um, I have been again super busy with Quake. I am also learning that I cannot do it all. That's not stopping me from trying to, but I'm learning that I cannot do it. I can do some things. I can do all things good, but I can do a few things better. So that's what God's speaking into my life right now is how can you do the things that I have placed in front of you to the best of your ability. And that's sometimes calling on help from friends like Alex, like our friend Tracy, uh, from our friend over at Clear Hits Radio, Caleb, right? One of our other photographer friends, Carter. I got to spend some time with Tracy and Alex and Carter and a few others. Our friend Samara. We haven't seen Samara in ages.
Oh yeah, she just kind of disappeared,
Yeah,
and I'm glad she's back.
yeah. We haven't, but I got to spend some time with them in the Madison, Wisconsin area a couple of weeks ago, and it was so good just to sit with my family and like these are my chosen family, and just to sit with them and goof around, get work done, but still goof around, and it was so good. So I've
refreshing.
been, yeah, it was very refreshing, and so that's one thing that I've been doing. I joined a coloring book club. Yeah, so you've heard of a book club? It's where everybody reads the same book, and
Yep.
they talk about it, discuss it, or what did I get out of it. This is a coloring book club. So we color the same page, not all the same exact page. We all have our own books, but we color our own pages, and then we share, our process and stuff like that. And I am very behind in coloring book club. But the beauty of it is our friend Micah. It's him and his wife that started it, and
Oh, no kidding.
they put it immediately. They said there is no, you have to do XYZ. If life gets crazy, you just don't submit. And when you can get to the pages, you submit those. Try to keep up with everybody, but if you can't, no worries. And I've had to use that so much lately. I feel bad about it because I love coloring.
It's it's an activity that absolutely can be calming at any time, or can be great to do at any time. But I don't know, that freedom also is I think the important part, where you can pick it up, color in a few spots, and then just set it down, and as time permits, you pick up those pencils again.
Yeah.
Or your crazy watercolored brush paints, pastel
Do you remember
things.
that? Oh my gosh. Yes. So for those that don't know, I had for 1 year when I was hanging out, I had a portable watercolor palette. It was like just condensed, and the brush and all the paints were in this no bigger than a Snickers bar size deal. Like not even a king size Snicker bar. It was like a regular Snickers bar size. At most 2 to 3 Kit Kat width. It's about lunchtime. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it was I love coloring, but I just haven't had the time. I really want to commit more to it, but that's a lot because I hang out with students, even outside of the regular Twitch streams and outside of Discord. There are students that hit me up and say, "Hey, you want to play some games?" And I'm, yeah, sure, right? Because that's who I am. It's what I do. My my gaming cave is suffering because it's atrocious. If you can think of the worst case scenario for ADHD doom piles, that's where it is right now.
Sir, you visited my house. It is literally the definition. Every room is at least half full with doom piles.
Yeah, yeah. So that's where I am, and I definitely could use you guys' prayer on a lot of that. Um, there are parts of my life that I just need the chaos to be minimized so that I can calm chaos for others. And I need you guys' prayer on that. So do that.
Yeah.
What else am I working on? I'm working on all kinds of other just fun projects for me that I can do in my spare time. I have 5 minutes. I can draw this, or I can watch this YouTube video on this technique, or I can work on how to do a dream step in Disney Dreamlight Valley, so little things like that. But all those little things add up, and that's where I'm struggling right now.
I feel that, with the construction, it seems like part of what has taken so long with that is prioritizing things. Like we have a friend that's going to be moving into a room, so we have to prioritize that room instead of other things I had started earlier in the winter that I was like, this is what I want to do first. But then things change.
Yep.
Had to shift to getting that room done, and a lot of waiting with that too. We were doing drywall, and so when you put the mud up for taping it and whatever, you might spend an hour doing that, but then you have to wait for between an hour and a day for it to dry and before you can do the next step.
Yeah. I mean, and that's a lot of what our listeners have been doing is waiting for us so we can get to the next step, right?
Yeah.
Like when we had to take that break during Quake season, and then I actually put out a quick 5-minute podcast based on when we did the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, and I have a ton of those in the hopper that if we need to, we can jump to those. But I prefer to have this kind of thing that we're doing where we're back and forth. But
yeah,
so people have been waiting for us to get back, and we had a discussion. Alex and I sat down and we talked about what does it look like to reset on Faith and Film or G3 podcasts. I don't know. I'm just throwing that one out there, Alex, just in case we didn't want to just call it G3 podcasts versus Faith and Film, because what if we wanted to do comic books? What if we wanted to do music? Right? So maybe, I don't know. We'll think about it. God, Games, and Geekery, G3 podcast. Tell us what you think, folks.
Yes. And how can they do that?
Oh, well, we have this little thing called Discord. If you are a geek or a gamer, you have heard of Discord. You're probably in a lot of them. I personally have maxed out all of my Discord slots. I have to start leaving some if I'm going to add anybody else's.
I didn't realize that was possible.
Yeah, it's if you don't have Nitro, you can max out slots.
Okay.
I don't have Nitro. So yeah, you can do that, and so I have to go through and see who's have not been active, or I've at least not been active in, and kind of whittle that down. But you can join our Discord, and it's really easy to get to, because where you can see us normally when we do streaming, which is twitch.tv/God Games and Geekery. You can go there right now. We are not live right now, the likelihood of us being live when you go there is very slim, unless it's a Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. Central to 6 p.m. Central. Plugging. But yeah, unless it's that, you can do that. You can put in Discord, !Discord in our chat, and it will give you a link. Just go to the chat, even if we're not live, !Discord, it will give you a link. And then you can let us know which format you like, because we're gonna try some shorter ones, some longer ones, some kind of in the middle ones. It's gonna be a kind of in the middle one.
Yeah, some shorter, kind of like Devo style, but very focused, but also very easy to digest.
Yeah.
Something that would be really easy to just pop on in the morning while you're, getting your hair ready or whatever.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I always love talking with you about anything and everything. Like, I know whenever the conversation starts, we'll get to anything and everything.
Those will be the longer style ones, where we might even have guests on. We're about to go into Life Fest, which is one of the world's largest Christian music festivals. And a lot of the times we meet some artists there that we just vibe with.
Oh yeah.
Right? And so they're like, hey, you want to come on our podcast? Yeah, man. So I'm hoping to you guys are not going to be able to see this, but Alex will. I am hoping to be able to get this person. You can't see because of the reflection.
Oh.
I'm going to try to talk to that person. I'm showing them showing Alex a CD of that person, because that person and I we vibe really well. I've gotten to sit and talk to them, like not as an interview, just sit and talk, and it was so good that I'm like, I need to get him on. Oops, I said him. That narrows it down.
Like 50% ish. Quick little story. When we were in, I don't remember if it was the first or second year of Life Fest Music City.
Yeah.
But it was earlier in the day, like festival stuff hadn't gotten going much yet. Mm-hmm. And I was just kind of walking on the grounds, and I saw that artist kind of getting ready for their set or whatever. But like I was literally just walking by. He was kind of there, and as I walked by, he puts the fist up for a fist bump or elbow pump or whatever. But like it was like a cool, genuine. I don't know if there was recognition, but like the face, it was very cool. Of like, hey, this is another person. I'm gonna smile, and I'm happy that I'm sharing this experience overall with this other person. And
absolutely,
like that was totally unstated.
Right.
But yeah, just coming by and like, hey, how you doing? Have a good morning. And
yep,
that's
it's 1,000% who he is.
Yeah.
My gosh, my golly gosh, Alex. So what else can people expect? Do you think we've had some discussions about what we want to do? What else can people expect from us?
Candor.
Yeah.
Comfort, encouragement, nerdy stuff that runs. I think especially between you and I, talking about every sort of something that somebody can be nerdy about.
Yes.
Comics, movies, music, wood grain patterns.
Yes.
Dad jokes, games, board games, video games. Oh yeah, by the way, I had a question to ask you.
Yeah.
Why did the bumblebee have sticky hair?
Oh, I don't know. Why did the bumblebee have sticky hair?
Because they used the honeycomb?
Is that one from your son? Or is that you?
Um,
Because your son does really well with the dad jokes.
he does. I don't remember where I got that one. It could have been him. I think I found it somewhere else. But
uh, oh man.
man,
All right. But yeah, I think you can expect us to not only talk about movies or comic books or video games. We also are going to try to throw into the mix a few TV shows.
oh yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna try to do some episodic stuff. We're gonna try to do topical
Great.
things. We are 1,000% doing Bluey episodes. We may have to have a whole month where all we do is Bluey. We need to hear about that in Discord, or if you want to email me, it's badgamer@lifefest.org. That's badgamer@lifest.org. And yeah, because we got to do some Bluey.
yes, oh yeah. But yeah, we have ideas, absolutely. But also we want to hear what you, the audience, the listener, what do you want to talk about? Hear us talk about, explore, and something I think we've kind of glossed over it so far, but that faith connection.
Yes.
That is a very key part of what we do, and um, I think it's a great thing for the listeners to remember. Of yeah, we're interested in this myriad of things that we can do, but also it all comes back and connects with our faith and our faith journey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's about meeting at those crossroads, you guys. Crossroads are our geeky passions and our faith. Crossroads. Uh, Alex threw up some gang symbol or something. I don't know.
You see, it more reminds me of like late '90s wrestling.
Oh boy. See, I don't know late 90s wrestling, man. I know back when Andre the Giant was still wrestling. That's about like and barely even that.
I think there's an old joke there.
It tells itself. It tells itself. You don't have to say a word.
Challenge accepted. Wait, are you just telling me to shut up? Is that what's going on? Because that was a very well done way to do it.
What's that word? What's that phrase you say? The whole "I can neither confirm nor deny."
I can neither confirm nor deny said statement or like direct all follow-up questions by Public Affairs Office. Thank you.
Thank you. There you go. That's the one. What's funny is Alex was kind of part of the Public Affairs Office.
Yep. That was my favorite part of pulling that out. At on Army drill weekends or whatever, just interacting with somebody who they know what I did for full-time work, but like, yeah, I would rattle that off. Talk to my Public Affairs Office. Thank you. And then they'd take a second and look and like, but you're Public Affairs. So...
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh man. All right, Alex. I think we're hitting right around the time. Do you have any other messages for our folks? I know we really haven't. We didn't get into that spiritual piece in this episode, but
yeah. I mean, seasons. We kind of hit on it earlier, and it's the idea of seasons has really been on my heart lately. Remembering that it's all temporary, and like what we're going through really is just a season, and it passes, and it might come back around.
mm-hmm.
You know, it's going to be winter again, and the days are going to be short, the night's long, but we get through it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm probably mixing parts and messages of the Bible, but you have the seasons, but then like there's a reason for every season. Like there is a time to there's a time to kill. Not that that's been going on, but there's a time for
Time to
peace
heal.
and reflection.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, It's
Uh,
you're thinking of Ecclesiastes chapter 3. And specifically, I think you're thinking of 1 to for verses 1 to 8. Says, "For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up what has been planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to seek, a time and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, time to love, a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace." And it goes all the way through, like verse 22, who talking about those seasons and those times. And the one thing we do need to remember is in Galatians 6:9, it says, "And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up." So what is always in season is doing good.
yes.
So,
Yeah. Whatever you do, do it well.
yeah, as an unto God.
Yes.
See, we do come around to it. GG's, bro. GG's.
Well, thank you.
Oh man.
Is that where we're going to eat?
Yeah, we need to go eat. Because
No, I mean,
GG.
is that the restaurant, GG's?
Boy.
Or is this some newfangled kid speak?
Okay, so when you get to Discord, I need you to look up I Am Balmer and please educate him on GG's.
Best cupcakes in Madison.
Oh
I-
boy.
I know it means good game
I need cupcakes though.
because it's lunchtime.
It is lunchtime.
Yeah.
And I have a meeting that starts pretty soon. Dignity Revolution, you guys. If you don't know about Dignity Revolution, dignitypledge.com, dignitypledge.com. It's all about showing respect and helping folks find the dignity in every single person. Make sure you check out dignitypledge.com. All right. And if we don't get to see each other at LifeFest, lifefest.com, LIFEST.com, maybe we'll see you at Quake event. No S. It costs $3,000 to get the S. If you want to support and get us the $3K to grab that S, great. Otherwise, God Games and Geekery is part of Quake, so you could always just put your donation and say, hey, just give that to G3. God Games and Geekery, part of Quake, quakeevent.com. And we are part of almost all of that to some degree. So, Alex, can't wait to talk to you again, buddy. And
Always a good time. I'm glad we're getting back into the flow of things, and I'm excited to try out these new ideas, new formats, and really see what the community thinks and what they want to see from us.
Absolutely. And we'll see you guys all in Discord. And remember, Jesus loves you. So do I. So does that guy. And always, always, always leave people better than you found them. Peace.
Faith and Geek Arena.